Hello, hello. All right, we're just getting a little set up. I pressed my button a little too quickly here. So it is currently Monday morning, so we are going to be taking a moment here to connect to what we can expect for this week. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm wishing you a wonderful week. I have a feeling there'll be a lot of things happening. So I was really curious to know what's going to be going on. So happy St. Patrick's Day as well, if you're Irish and you're celebrating. I want to kind of look into the numerology of this week as well. We have the 18 talking about new starts, new beginnings, and taking action on things that you've been putting off. This could be, or maybe that's been delayed. So, for instance, travel, new partnerships. This could be an energy within you as well, feeling more free. So maybe you're doing some exercises or energy healing. Maybe you've been getting readings, things like that. So this week it does feel like you might get some of the benefits of doing the work, which is fabulous. Don't we like the rewards of our hard work? Our labor, our blood, sweat, and tears. So that's important to acknowledge. If you want to come into our yoga class, that's tomorrow night, Tuesday night at 6:30 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. That's for any level. You can be brand new, and it's $15 Canadian. And again, that's all through horsemanreadings.com. As you guys know, I've switched over to Robin Horseman. So you'll, underneath my link tree, you'll now see my links for Robin Horseman. I'm just slow to get my horsemanreadings.com switched over. However, that will be changing as well. So you won't be seeing that Horseman Readings on anything anymore, which is fabulous. I also have a yoga workshop coming up this following Sunday. It's $200 Canadian and it's for 4 hours. So this is for someone who's looking to get into yoga and they're wanting to understand it better because when we get into classes, sometimes people use different terms or it can be challenging to get your breath in order or your spine. So we're just going to be working on basic things depending on who is in our group. So again, that's another great opportunity to hop in. We usually record those for our VIP members. However, we have to have someone in the class to do the recording. So if you're feeling called to that, absolutely hop in. We'd love to have you. So looking into the 19th of March, looking at the numerology, just doing some general themes here. I'm hearing astrology is coming through. So you might be looking deeper into, how the energy is affecting you. Maybe you're learning to not be as judgmental. Maybe you're learning about your own personality traits. How do I react to people in this situation? Who am I most compatible with? Almost like, why am I the way I am? So it's okay to be a little more analytical. So you might be finding that more on Tuesday. So I would say on Monday and Tuesday, you're going to be reflecting more on how you can push forward. What can I do that would be more satisfying? So maybe there's some pleasure in there that you've been missing out on. Um, I feel like nature is something that's calling only some people in, but if that's important to you, you can also reach out to me to purchase crystals. I will have all of my crystals underneath my store by the end of the week. So again, that's through horsemanwritings.com. You'll see purchases and products or readings and products. So that's always nice to know that those crystals are up there now. But plant therapy might be coming up for, again, only some people. I feel like, the way you're affected emotionally has a lot to do with your environment. So that's why we bring crystals closer to our energy. We bring plants, flowers, work with herbs, teas, herbal essences, as we know, products that can be natural and therapeutic and healing. So feel free to check out some of my stuff that I have. But if you're inspired to learn, you want to work more with herbs and herbal essences, absolutely you can do that in one of my sessions or one of my readings that I offer on TikTok as well. I'll be on there throughout the week. Uh, I'm aiming for mid-afternoon, but it's just going to depend. Okay, so please make sure you're following me there. So then when we look into Wednesday, the 20th, wow, time is flying. I'll also be doing an April reading soon. We have more balance and more compromise coming through. So you might find you want to work out in the community a little bit more. I'm also doing retreats, so you can now book in for 2 of my retreats I have in July and in our new space just outside of Moncton. So you're welcome to join and book in for that. I'm also feeling like just judgment keeps coming up. Like, are you judging other people? Even if you feel very justified in this is a great time to recognize where your intentions are. Do you have alternative um you know what I'm trying to say? Where are your motives? Where are your intentions? Like, what is your purpose in trying to have a conversation with somebody? What is your end result? What is it that you're looking for? Um, because what I'm showcasing here is I'm hearing and feeling more of like someone who might be, this came up for our March reading as well, so feel free to check that out. Um, I'm gonna pin that underneath my TikTok as well and through my Instagram so people can go back and listen to that. But it's also when we're having conversations with other people, we might not be as direct. And this could cause a bit of an issue for you. So it's important that you're being direct in terms of what it is that you're wanting to say, how you want to come across. Otherwise, there could be a lot of mixed up energy. And I'm just remembering that I had a dream last night, somebody talking about Mercury retrograde. So not sure when that's coming in, but I know eclipse season's coming in, which is a lot of change. So the energy, I haven't been reading too much about this, but the energy that I am seeing or articles or healings are more related to, oh, this energy's been so wonky, but it's all, I think, there to help us with the changes that are coming in. And so this makes sense to me why it's so important to connect with the natural healing, why it's so important to connect with ourselves more. And also, what's been coming through in last week's energy was the inner child. So, very, very fitting, wanting to heal those old wounds, bring in more joy and pleasure, which we're still seeing a little bit of early this week. Very cool. So, then we have on the 21st, which is taking us into spring coming forward. Thursday, this is kind of talking about change for sure. Not just change of season, but it's like you're still struggling a little bit with the ego, I feel. It's like how you're being perceived by other people. We don't want to change who we are to accommodate someone else. However, we still want to be able to shift our energy internally so we can adapt to things. So this might look like someone who needs to redecorate because they want to change the energy of their home, not so they can impress other people. So it's so that the energy of the home feels better. And again, I already mentioned the crystals, but I also have a lot of selenite, which can be great for the home to raise the vibration, cleanse out any negativity there. Okay. And also smudge, because smudge is very important if you've been picking up on a lot of other people's stuff. So that's just basically buying a bundle of sage. So it sounds like, again, there's going to be a lot going on. So when we look into Friday, the 22nd, this is a much better energy for us. Yay. Now, this was actually my grandmother's birthday and my best friend's growing up, which is interesting. So happy birthday, Grandma, and heaven. All right, I have some shallow breathing here, and the reason for this is it feels like we don't really have a lot of space, energy, and room for too much new things. Makes sense because that's what a lot of this week's energy is. So we're just adapting, we're making changes. So now it's kind of time to settle in. This might be nesting a little bit more, so getting comfortable in your environment. This might be that you want to stay at home and order in. There is some romance coming in on Friday as well, which is great for some people. I'm also hearing dress for success, so whatever you're wearing on Friday, just making sure that you're, I don't know, looking nice, especially when it comes to like going on a date or something like that. I'm hearing a pea coat. So I don't know, it just feels like really connecting to your sensuality, your sexuality on Friday is going to be important. So making sure that you're feeling your best, you're smelling your best. And also that's where like the fresh flowers are coming through as well, bringing in new fresh flowers. Because it's as spring trickles in, we need those flowers. We also have Easter coming in our following week, so it'll be interesting to see what our Easter weekend is going to bring us. So then we go into our weekend energy that's Saturday and Sunday. Um, I'm hearing the word paradox. I'm not exactly sure yet what this means, but sometimes when I go back and I listen to the week before, a lot of the energy makes sense. So you might want to go back and listen to the last couple weeks. I have that underneath my TikTok and my YouTube, but my YouTube through Robin Horseman is the best place to find all of my videos. I've got like, I don't know if it's like 1,000 videos. So please make sure you're subscribed. I've been doing live readings there as well. But there's this out of balance thing that's happening on the weekend, and I think a lot of it has to do with burnout. Your energy might be feeling stale, so we need more education, we need more energy healings, more energy clearings. I'm hearing Habitat for Humanity as well. So, putting forward in your community, very, very important. What are you doing to contribute to the greater good? Because it's important. You're in there, you're getting your feet wet. Maybe you need some new training. Maybe you need to be exposed to something different. Maybe there's too much negativity around you, too many other judgmental people, and that's why you're in need of this week. So who are you surrounding yourself with? Because this has a lot to do with your education. Are the people around you intimidating? Are the people around you thrilling and exciting to you? Do they want to go on adventures with you? Do they like roller coaster rides? Do they like cotton candy? Are they people who like chocolate bars? I'm not sure why this is coming up. Do you share the same favorite color as that person does? Are they negative towards your opinions, towards your ideas, towards your suggestions? So who do we need to shield from would be another big question, not just throughout the week, but mainly I'm getting closer to Sunday. So be very mindful of that. We don't want to feel like we're intimidated by anybody or we need to pull back from someone. What we want to do is just recognize, how are we again contributing to the greater good. We need to feel more heart-centered, so getting out of that ego and working on our emotional intelligence. That's really coming through. Being the bigger person, being brave, a lot of courage coming through here. We're also transitioning into Aries. Ooh, plus we have a full moon. So our full moon is actually the following Monday on the 25th. I am doing full moon readings, so you have 48 hours to get that into your email. So you can purchase those early if you would like. That I highly recommend doing that. It helps us understand where we're at energy wise. I'm also offering healings and clearings, which I normally don't do in that full moon reading, which will be helpful for you so you can get ahead of the game. You can also purchase a candle for our candle ceremony, which is Monday night. So make sure you purchase that ahead of time because once we start the ceremony, it makes it complicated for me sometimes when I have to start adding more people in. So just get ahead of that. That's in my link tree, also through horsemanreadings.com through my store. So that's where you can purchase the full moon reading and the candle ceremony. And again, my crystals, make sure you check those out, my smudge sprays, and much, much more. I hope you found this helpful. I'd love to hear in the comments. These are free, of course. So please click the thumbs up button and please make sure you are following on all my platforms through Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course YouTube. All right, folks, thanks so much for being here and we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you online. Take care.